You're very welcome back. It's the final leg of the last daily rundown of the week. So we better make this one count, guys. Better make it count. It's time to look at the slightly more unusual stories of the day. Now, these are the ones that might have, slipped through the cracks. They're put, to the back of the newspapers. But we've gone in and, rooted them out. Police are hunting thieves who stole more than 200 ducks from a farm. The 230 ducks were taken from a shed, and police believe they were rounded up and loaded into a vehicle such as a pickup truck or a van. The birds are valued at a low four-figure sum. Stephen, you like this? Do we reckon the old Bill will track them down?
Boom! These are a quack team of criminals.
This story's a bit quackers.
It's a bit quackers. The idea that you can round up 230 ducks, I have no idea what they do. I mean,
how many? Wait, no, hang on. Let's go back. Why do you want to do this? First of all.
Well, I think
they're valuable.
A valuable low four-figure.
Who's gone and got those ducks valued? How would anybody who wasn't? This is someone who is well known to the duck owner.
It's either for a Chinese restaurant, or I had something the other day. It was a duck pie. Yeah. Oh, duck meat is very, very.
Oh, I was kind of thinking of duck ponds or something, or as an attraction.
No, it's for meat.
Oh, I'm so innocent.
No, I think it's just from pillows. Duck down. And yeah, I think maybe they're gonna maybe it's a creative way of recruiting for a pantomime horse, and the pantomime horse is just going to be a collection of ducks. I don't know. Maybe there's a.
I've just realised what it is. Is that question? Would you rather fight a duck the size of 200 ducks?
Yeah,
or 200 small ducks.
Yes,
they're trying to figure that out. So I guess
that's
they've got a really big duck there as well. Don't they?
It is. It's something that there's, like you say, I think there's going to be. If you notice that there is a lot of kind of cheap duck meat, or I don't know.
You remember those men used to go around the pub?
Yeah, it might be for a wedding or something.
Might be a wedding.
Yeah.
What his? Yeah. What? So they don't.
I'm just thinking of my wedding. At the end of it,
yes. I mean, I've been to weddings where they've released a basket of doves, but not just loads of ducks. Just
sorry, I thought you meant for a big duck feast. See, I'm going.
I was thinking of meat as well.
I was going to say,
I thought you just released them.
Mind.
Right, no, release them at the. I thought release the ducks.
A bit of duck pate or something.
I don't know.
Really up in value, maybe something like this.
Anyway, good luck to the police.
Yeah, hopefully they find them. I mean, I can imagine that was very, in some way, fair play to them that they managed to round up 230 ducks and get them into a pickup truck. What do they contain them in?
Maybe the ducks haven't been stolen. Maybe they've just gone somewhere else.
Out themselves.
Maybe they're hiding.
Fly away home or something.
Animal farm, they're taking over.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're actually now congregated together and they're just a massive.
Not all ducks are equal.
No.
Right.
No,
that's my next one.
No.
I don't know if anybody's read that book. It's a good one.
We all know flying can be stressful for both passengers and flight crew, but one flight was delayed by over an hour because the cabin crew appeared to get into a tiff. It's been alleged that they started arguing over the packing of bottles of water for passengers. They were on a flight from Gatwick to Belfast where they became involved in the verbal disagreement and had to be removed. Oh my goodness.
The flight crew?
The cabin crew were taken off the flight. How would you feel if you were about it? Would that make you a little bit are you nervous flyer? When do you do a lot of travelling?
I travel a lot, but if I heard them arguing, I'd probably go and watch. I'd go right up there.
Entertainment.
I wouldn't be passive about this.
They're cabin crew. I mean, they're on funny hours. They're probably going to be a bit tetchy and tired, aren't they?
Yeah.
It'll be one of those things where you're just like, I don't want to do the packing of the water bottles like the last time.
Yeah, I think it would be quite entertaining to watch. I wouldn't be worried because I would just think this is one of the most entertaining flights I've ever been on. It's.
Do you think it was before or after the captain came? Because usually the crew's all busy doing lots of work, and then the captain comes along, and that's like the conclusion of the preparations. And then
the mood change.
Then they start making announcements. Yeah, so there's a lot of discipline underneath the captain.
The backstory in here.
There is. Somebody's been down the bar, and the argument started in the bar. I would guess.
If you work somewhere, it's quite. If you have to work with somebody, you don't particularly get on well with them. They're not being cocooned. Well, it's only What can't be more than it's less
But
than
do you
an
know
hour.
how
Yeah.
competitive it is to get into that industry and to have an argument like that? Like, it's really competitive.
Yeah,
It goes on
popular
your
job.
behavior, your looks, your knowledge of the routes, your ability to respond, handling crises.
Fisticuffs.
It's really...
That's it. Like, well, thankfully, they had this fight on the ground, and they didn't have it mid-air, because
Yeah,
that would have been more worrying.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? Because we have seen various air raid brawls and this type of horrendous things happen on planes. And even if you're not involved, it isn't a nice thing to witness, really. Especially if it's not the nicest environment, to be.
But
housed to be up in
what
the
do
air.
you think they were arguing about?
Well, apparently it was to do with the packing of the water bottles.
No. There's always a deeper reason. It's probably over a woman. Or a man.
You think that there was a romantic sort of
Yeah,
influence?
Somebody
A crime-
trying to
there's a
get
kind of a
somebody
crime of passion.
sacked, so that if they get sacked, then or even just pushed off that plane, then they can't fly alongside the one they're flirting with.
I love that Wendy.
I mean, it's a deep sea, yeah. I mean, I thought it was all about water, and it's just.
I love that.
You should be writing movies. That's what you should be doing.
You're what Stephen's looking for there, actually.
Yeah.
Right. Right, let's see. A poll has revealed the top 5 words that are most hated by the British public. But would you like to hazard a guess what some of them might be?
I think I
Random.
read this, yeah.
Have you read them all?
No, that's the one that
I don't know
irritates
if
me.
random is one by-
Literally, random.
Are these your top 5
Yeah,
hated words?
pleasure.
What the hell is that? What's pledge?
Short for pleasure, as in it's been a pleasure, as it's been a pleasure.
How short? I'm like, why don't we just not speak? If
Yeah,
you're short
exactly.
now.
YOLO, in it.
That's not a word.
They're my 5.
Wendy,
Or brap, if
you
that's
read
a
this
word.
one? Do you know the
I
word?
read it, but I couldn't understand it.
What words
so
do you hate?
I don't hate any words.
Of course you don't. Why? I shouldn't have asked you. Right. Well, the top 5 included nice at number 5.
Nice.
Oh.
What's wrong with nice?
Brexit at number 4.
That is a bad word.
Yeah.
That is true.
Like at number 3.
Like.
Yeah.
No at number 2. And the number 1 most hated word is moist.
Moist.
I've heard this before. What is it? Stephen's face.
Moist, yeah. I've heard this before as well, yeah.
What's wrong with this moist
Why? What's
Victoria
that got to do with
sponge?
anything?
A nice moist cake with a cup of tea. What's
Yeah.
wrong with that? People are just, kind of dirtying words. Or
What-
I
something.
what
think that's
kind of
what it
rain
is,
is
yeah. I think
been
it's.
hijacked.
It has. But I think, yeah.
This upsets me when this happens. It's happening more and more when a word is kind of hijacked by either, something negative or, for example, actually, I wanted to get a massage one time here in Manchester, so I googled massage Manchester. And do I need to finish the rest of the story? I couldn't find it, just,
Oh,
your
it's a
average
shame,
holistic
it's a
massage.
shame. I can
found
recommend
it
somebody
eventually,
for
I
you.
found it eventually, but I had to put in
Yeah.
stuff like sports massage. And, I had to be very
Yeah.
specific,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because what comes up when you just put in massage in Manchester isn't what you might expect, or maybe it is. I don't know, it's not what I expected. It's not what I expected. But it's a bit annoying when, someone kind of hijacks your perception or the actual meaning of something.
But is this grumpiness about words? Do you think it's just the flip side of our own humour? So somebody's having a go at those that use the word moist.
Yeah.
And
probably.
it is kind of humorous to be doing it.
I mean, there's 2 words on there that we've regarded as positive words, though, if you look them up in the dictionary, like nice and like. What's the problem with those, do you think?
People say it too frequently.
It's not. It's the fact that the words are used like as in nice.
Oh.
And
With an accent.
and like. Yeah. So he was like, and I was like. So then he was like, and I was like, and she was like, oh, and I was like, oh, and she was like, oh, and I'm like, oh. It just generates into things like that, and it's why I hate the words hilarious and genius. Yeah, and random. The ones if I hear one more person describe a bus as random,
Not
I'm
random.
gonna
Couldn't be
rip their arms
more
off and
scheduled.
beat
Couldn't be more
exactly.
Really?
Random
It's
would
really
be like
random.
it appears
It's even worse.
in your ear, and then in York, and then in Spain, and then in Jupiter.
So it is going back to the hijacking of the actual meaning of the word, is it then?
Yeah, I think what you can do, you can hijack many words. Recently I said that, I said to a colleague of mine that I hate when if people are pregnant and they say, oh, what are you going to have, a boy or a girl? And they say, oh, we don't want to find out, we want it to be a surprise. Now, as I pointed out, it's going to be a boy or a girl. If it was a tiger, that would be a surprise, but it's going to be a boy or a girl. So when they say, we want it to be a surprise, no,
Okay,
it's not
I got one. I want to ask you a question. What do you think about the word I? So a lot of people, when you hear them talk,
I.
all they do is they say I, blah, 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 I, blah, 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 I, blah. They never talk about anything anything except themselves.
Does it again have to come back to the context if it's the person who keeps I mean, like, there's a situation where you need to say I, to be fair. There's plenty of situations where you need to say I a lot. So does it come back to the context?
Yeah.
If I have to listen to do you know, maybe we're all it is a grumpiness, and it depends who's saying these words.
Yeah.
So if your favourite person says that entire list, you know, without any context, you just list them off. Oh, because they can't say enough things, can they? Because they're your favourite person. But then if they start off, you know, there's someone you don't like, they start off I, blah, 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 list off that list.
Yeah.
Negativity. You are very positive.
I think that, well, thank you. I think that it is just, as you say, that you have your own little kind of things that you just great. Like, yeah, exactly. Like they're like nails going down a chalkboard.
Do you find it surprising that somebody went out of their way to find out what the most hated word, or is that in itself a negative act?
It's just the middle of August and the press are just short of stories and they just
practical.
make them up.
Well, that's
the practical last words.
I think everything has to be either the best or the worst.
Yeah.
You know, everything has, that wasn't as good as that. And she's like, well, but it's different than that.
Stephen, we're a nation of extremes, aren't we?
Yes.
Well, that's all the time we have for thank you to you both. Thank you very much to my lovely guests, Wendy Olsen and Stephen Armstrong. That's the last daily rundown for the week, but we are back on Monday, don't you worry. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. From everyone here in the studio, a very good night to you.